What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. The red stars you see here on this map represent videos that were shared with me here recently, and they all have a common denominator. The people that submitted these videos apparently saw the same thing in the daytime sky, and these people don't know each other. We're going to come back and take a closer look at those videos here in just a moment, but first, over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Paul out of Oklahoma. Big, spectacular shadow beams spanning across the sky. Quick look at the Schumann resonance. You can see a large spike in the last 12 hours that lasted for about 4 hours. Right now, the origins of that energy is unknown. And speaking of energy, the tornado, or looks like some sort of a land spout that was spotted above Gilbert, Arizona on the 16th, was also spotted by Marcella up in Chandler, Arizona, looking at the vortex from the north. Marcella was another person that witnessed the very rare vortex above Gilbert, South Chandler on the 16th of October at around 3:15. Thank you for sharing, Marcella. Really appreciate that. And I also received more storm footage. This video was from late at night on the 15th going into the 16th. You might want to adjust your volume temporarily as this one here is a little bit loud. This video includes half-inch hail. Just incredible. This occurred off and on all day long. Now, the hail component, this was something new, and you could hear in the background, it sounded like it triggered their alarm or something. There was something beeping in the background as the hail was bouncing off the pool deck and, of course, landing in the pool. I would say that was somewhere around half-inch hail. So this storm activity continued well into the overnight hours of October 16th, and it began in the early morning hours of October the 15th. So it was a very busy day out here in central Arizona. Okay, coming back to the map that we started the video with. All of these are independent locations of people that noticed something in the daytime sky that they could not identify. And here we go. We're going to start with the first video that was sent in by Mary Hall, who noticed what looked like a white cylinder in the daytime sky on October 6th of 2022 up in South Haven, Michigan. She viewed this in broad daylight. As you can clearly see here, I zoom in on the object that was not making any sound. It was just moving through the sky, probably at, I don't know, you guys tell me, 150 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, making no sound, didn't appear to have wings. Once again, this was observed up in South Haven, Michigan on October the 6th of 2022. And once again, not making any sound at all. Doesn't appear to have any type of rotor on top, like it could be a helicopter. Don't know what this was, and neither did she, but it was interesting enough to pull out her recording device and start recording the object that just simply disappeared. There weren't any clouds that day. It went behind the tree over there and disappeared. And here's yet another one sent in by Maria G. out of Alabama. And this one was observed on October the 10th of 2022. And it looks like the same thing that Mary saw, but this is in a different location and a different day. Maria observed this on October the 10th. So this would have been 4 days later after Mary saw what looks like the same object up in Michigan was spotted down in Alabama. And it was interesting enough for Maria to start filming this object before it went behind the tree. Okay, there's two examples. We've got more. Here we go. Mysterious white tic-tac in the sky. Multiple different observations. And we're starting off over in Lincoln, United Kingdom. Video footage sent in by Lewis from July of 2022. And this also looks like a white cylinder moving through the daytime sky at about the same speed, wasn't making any sound, doesn't appear to have any wings or any type of moving parts. It just looks like a white cigar moving through the daytime sky. And again, very, very quiet, making no sound at all. And it appears to be about the same height as the one that Mary saw and Maria saw over in the United States and Michigan and Alabama. And it too is moving at about the same speed, maybe 100, 150 miles an hour. It's difficult to say. Here it is enhanced. This is the video once again out of the United Kingdom. Left, I just simply inverted it. Light is dark and dark is light. I was looking for any possible features, looking for wings, looking for propellers, and there were none. Video footage once again out of the United Kingdom. Now we're going to West Virginia. Video footage sent in by Michelle out of Huntington, West Virginia from August 31st of 2022. And you can clearly see that she saw what everybody else was seeing, that white cylinder-like object in broad daylight that compelled her to pull out her recording device and start recording. It was that unusual. It's not a helicopter, it's not an airplane, just not something that you would typically see in the skies above planet Earth. We've all seen helicopters and airplanes, but this here is something different. Here I zoom in quite heavily, again, looking for possible features. I'm looking for wings, I'm looking for propellers or a rotor, and there simply was none to be found. Again, this one wasn't making any sound. And here's another one from a different location sent in by Tiffany, and I'm not sure of the location, but it's clearly the same object. Tiffany from an undisclosed location, I think it was over here in the United States, and she's talking about the object that she too saw in the daytime sky that was strange enough for her to pull out a recording device and start recording. We don't normally record airplanes and helicopters because you can step outside, especially if you live near a major city, and practically see an airplane at any given time. So we've all seen those. This is definitely something different. Some sort of a white cigar cruising around the earth, and people are starting to notice this thing from various locations all around the world. And these are just the videos that have been shared with me. You know there's many, many more out there. That thing is totally obvious. But what's not so obvious is the sound, as there is none. So it's very, very quiet. So if you're not looking up in the sky, chances are you may not even know it's there because it's not making any sound. But that's clearly the same object that was seen in the other videos that I shared with you guys. This one here is out of West Virginia, and I did enhance it, trying to pull forward any wings or propellers or anything like that, even a tail fin, and there was none to be found. Just some sort of a mysterious white cigar in the daytime sky. And here's two different locations side by side, and you can see it's the same object that again is being spotted by people all around the world. This next video you're going to see is out of New Hampshire, and this one here is actually up pretty close. When I zoom in, you can get a good look at this thing, sent in by Sherry out of New Hampshire from September the 8th of 2022. Once again, in broad daylight, we're looking at some sort of a mysterious white cylinder that's being seen by people literally from all around the world. Look at that thing. Here's the original video over on the right. On the left, I simply zoomed in. And that's the only type of editing I've done right here. I just zoomed in as close as I could get in this segment, and then I'm going to zoom in even closer. And you're going to see that this thing has no wings, it has no tail fin, it has no type of rotary systems on it, whether it be like a helicopter or an airplane. It's just some sort of a very quiet, almost stealthy white cylinder that's being spotted in the daytime sky all around the world. Here I zoom in as close as I could get. There's no flashing lights, or at least there doesn't appear to be. It's hard to tell, but that's a pretty good view of this mysterious white cylinder, and I think it's the same one. Here I slow it down, and you can see something mysterious on the top of it right there. Did you see that right there? That white object kind of flap up and down or whatever on the top. I don't know what that was. I put it in slow motion so you could see it. But this video here out of New Hampshire, sent in by Sherry, was by far the closest view we've had of this mysterious white cylinder seen by people once again. And in this next video, you're actually going to hear a dog growling at this white object in the daytime sky. This one here doesn't necessarily look like a cylinder. It's some sort of a black and white object, as you're going to see. Video footage sent in by Stargazer from October the 11th of 2022 out of Lancaster, California. Hear the dog growling, I'm assuming, at this object that they're looking at and filming in the daytime sky. You can clearly hear that the dog is growling at something, let's put it that way. I'm assuming it's this thing right here, whatever it may be. And even though this one isn't shaped like a cigar or a cylinder in the daytime sky, I found it kind of cool that the dog appeared to be growling at the presence of this thing in the daytime sky above Lancaster, California. Great job, guys. Keep the photos and videos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. And if you have any videos you'd like to share that won't attach to the email for whatever reason, simply come over here to the homepage of the website, click on this red tab that says Have a Large Video, drag and drop your video into that red tab. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.